Hey, what's going on, everybody? Mixers, producers, and engineers, Flav Media. Today, I want to talk about the DDMF Meta plugin where you can create some amazing soundscapes with this patch bay. Let's dive into it. Let's go. All right, so we're going to be talking about the DDMF Meta plugin. Now, this is a virtual patch bay. You've seen engineers have a virtual patch bay where they're patching cables, compressors into equalizers, equalizers into delays, delays back into reverbs. This is the same thing, but it's virtual. So I'm not going through a tutorial on this. I just want to show you how you can create soundscapes. Now, if your PC or Mac cannot handle all of the plugins, you just simply dump it down. You play your riff, you play your beat, whatever it is, but it'll be layered, and you dump it down. Move on to the next. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So what I want to do is I'm gonna choose one of my favorites. It's going to be the XPAND. I love this plugin for its simplicity, for multi-timbral, where you can have 4 instruments playing one note. So with the Meta plugin, you have your MIDI input. I just dragged in the XPAND. You have your MIDI out. Don't worry about that. And this is your output. So basically, I have the red MIDI in going into the XPAND, right? And you simply just drag these are your outputs going into your outs. And pretty much you have a nice little thing where you can play. Okay? Have a nice little saw lead. Let's choose something different. So many to choose from this XPAND. Let's just go with this. So now I have 2 multi-timbral sounds on here, right? So let's just say you hear something that you like and you say, well, let me add on. You can simply add on by just going here, adding on different types of sounds that you hear, or you can drag in another one like so, right? Connect the MIDI, drag it here. Now you're going to drag the left and right. Double tap on that. See if I can get this out of the way. And you simply have created something totally different. Let's go with this. So now you can have a stack of instruments playing to your desire if that's what you like, depending on if you like the sound. Now, let's say you want to route reverb, so you can turn off the effects in XPAND. Let's turn them off, right? And let's just say you want to look for something else. Let's say you have in your arsenal, let's see what we can bring in here. Okay, so we're going to have your H delay. Let's look for H delay. So I can drag the H delay in. So now let me disengage this cable. Now I'm going to bring that here. Let me disengage this cable. Bring it here. Now I can bring the H delay down here. Down here. So now the first XPAND, which is here with no effect, is running into the H delay. H delay pops up and you have sound, and you can set how you hear it with delay, setup, anything that you can think of as far as creating soundscapes, creating samples. Really, you can create your own samples with this. I'm not a really big fan of taking old vinyl records and sampling them. That's just not my style. If I don't hear it the way it's intended to be, I won't use it. So that's just to each his own out there. But you can create your own soundscape with this. So what I want to do is just talk about, let me get rid of this. Let me mute this. Now, with this Meta plugin, I do have a nice little string guitar. I'm not running any effect with this, so this is going to be dry. I'm going to add all that in as a mixing engineer. So this is what I came up with this nice little riff, little hip hop beat. And with this, I got 3 buses on here. I'm using the crystalline, right? I'm using the BX Room, and I'm using the Brainworks Delay 2500. So that's what you're hearing right now, right? So I'm gonna just play a little bit of this, and like I said, make sure you click the like and subscribe. We're gonna dissect all what I'm doing right now. Let's go. All right, so you hear that nice little riff right now. If I want to take out this Les Paul, it's gonna sound totally different. Let me start it from the beginning. All right, so depending on how you hear it, with more, now I'm gonna put the Les Paul in, right? Without. Alright, so that's going to be it for right now. Make sure you click the like and subscribe. We're going to dive into this track and we're going to unfold what I'm doing, how I'm mixing it. Stay tuned for the next episode, and God bless.